Welcome to the Howell Business Beat, your go-to source for the latest insights, success stories, and trends shaping the business community here in Livingston County. I'm Janelle Smith, president of the Howell Area Chamber of Commerce, alongside my co-host, Dianne Samples. Welcome, Dianne.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here.
Thanks for being here. We have our guest today is Mary Robinson, and she is the president of Explore Brighton Howell area. Mary is passionate advocate for tourism, not only just in our region, but our region specifically. But she's got a long and diverse career within the tourism industry. And Mary, I'm so excited to have you here to share some of your insights on the Livingston County region and the state of Michigan and what Explore Brighton Howell area does.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Janelle and Dianne, for having me here. It's always great to see you and reconnect and share updates. I love it. Love this community. I love what we're doing here. I love what you're doing here and all of our chambers are doing here.
Well, you guys are doing a ton. I mean, you're doing so much, and it's amazing because I know that when did you start in your role? It's been a few years.
2017, around the same time as you.
That's right. I thought so. And to see what you and your board and everybody has done to grow the organization has just been remarkable. So could you just share a little bit about the history, kind of your tenure, your growth, and where you guys are today?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot coming from you. It really does. We have worked really hard, and I have a very supportive board. It's a great organization, and I have a great team. I take no credit. They are the backbone of everything we do, and amazing. When I came on in 2017, we had one director. If you remember Barden,
yeah.
She was amazing, and she was our executive director here at the Bureau since our inception of 1992. So,
wow.
Yeah, I took over in 2017, and we sort of launched into the era of digital. So we modernized a lot of, streamlined a lot of things. We got a brand new website. We rebranded Explore Brighton Howell area, an area meaning all of our partners and all our communities. We set forth a strategic plan. We did a lot of board development, and we really launched into sort of the modern era of the Visitor Bureau, which was pretty exciting.
I mean, what's the first thing you do when you're going to visit a place? Mm-hmm. Go right to Google.
Yep. And you've got to be there, and you've got to look the parts. You've got to do your job amazingly, because there's a lot of competition out there. You know, we're competing with our local areas, wonderful communities nearby us. We're flanked with really great destinations.
We are.
And so we're competing with all of them and throughout the state and the country.
And it also gives us an incredible and unique opportunity because geographically where we lie in the middle of both and with opportunity to grow, attract, and expand, I think we have some really amazing assets here that you and your team have done an exceptional job of highlighting and making sure that not only people outside our region know, but also people inside our region know.
Thank you. Well, we do work hard at that because it is important that we attract visitors and meetings and events to our area, but it is also really important to educate the resident. Yeah, our residents are wonderful. They support this area. They go local a lot, but anything we can do to encourage that even more.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think sometimes too, like when you're so close to something, and Dianne, you can probably shed some light here too. You kind of forget some of the gems that we have, when it's so close to where you are.
For sure. Well, you get in your routines, and you don't necessarily always have the time to pay attention to everything that's going on around you. So, I'm just going to throw it out there, taking the CTA class, which was wonderful because, again, I've lived here all my life, and there were things I didn't know, and I was scrambling to try to take the test, and I'm like, oh, wow. But it's exciting too, because it's like you step back and you're like, this is right here. We don't have to travel that far to be able to really experience everything that Michigan has to offer right here in our little county.
Agree.
Not so little anymore.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Well, we have now 427 CTAs, Certified Tourism Ambassadors, and that's adopted from the national program and customized for our area to teach everyone about our local history, our communities, what we have to offer for attractions, and just to get people better connected and being the best ambassador they can for the area. So, 427 right now.
That's outstanding, and that's a fairly new program.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's only 2 years old. So we're really moving forward, and we want to certify everybody in the whole community, a volunteer, a worker, a resident. Everyone should be a CTA.
So just talking about the CTA program, how does somebody go about doing that?
Very easy. You can go on our website, explorebrightonhowellarea.com, and click down the tab for CTA. You can find the schedule of classes and where we hold them. We're also available to do customized classes for companies, and a special request, we will get you a CTA certification if you contact us. Absolutely.
And you've just done such an outstanding job with that. I mean, beyond just the marketing of the CTA program, but the content, and people just have fun. I mean, it's like everybody just raves. It's like going to a little half-day party, and it's just, you get to meet people, people that, are in your own community that maybe you wouldn't otherwise get a chance to meet, but it's just really, people are excited about it. And it's just, you've done just an outstanding job.
One thing that I think is really cool about the CTA program is that it does give those individuals, residents, individuals kind of working within your tourism industry or volunteering, or kind of that frontline facing individual that is coming into contact with visitors, an opportunity to really provide a warm welcome to Livingston County. So from the visitor's perspective, could you share a little bit about how meaningful that is and how important that is, and what that, long-term kind of looks like?
Yes, absolutely. And you're right, 100%. It is a warm welcome. We want them to feel welcome here. And the more information that you arm a resident or employee or volunteer with, the better they can communicate that. So what they do is we can market all day and night to people to come here and inspire them and put out blogs and do a lot of digital marketing, which we do. But when they come here, they need to have a great experience. And that is so important to us, and they do. But how can we make it even better and make them feel like they want to return and tell others to return? So absolutely, it's a long-term program to grow that base of people in the community to be ambassadors. And they are enjoying the program, and they're raving fans of the area. And it's wonderful to just see them networking and engaging with our local community. But yeah, just taking care of that visitor is so important, and making them feel welcome, and that we do value their contribution to our community. In fact, I shared at our annual partner meeting that visitation in 2022, which is the latest data from the state, visitors contributed $345.7 million to Livingston County.
Wow.
I
That's
mean,
amazing.
it's economic development, and it's a huge driver for our region. So it makes business sense, and it just makes, sense to take care of people in every way.
Well, and another component too that I love is it kind of bridges that gap between business and community. So, and for those residents who maybe are retired or out of the workforce or new to the area, it gives them a sense of belonging. It's like a little club they can belong to, and they get recognition, they have their little pin. But I mean, it's one thing when you walk into a business or into, you're checking into your hotel and you get that warm welcome. But when you walk into a coffee shop and you're just seeing the residents that live within the community, and they are so warm and welcoming, I think that's where it really is something unique.
It is. And I think it's you guys that always say it starts with a visit, right? And just to share anecdotally, because I love this, but at least two of our staff members, if not more, it started with a visit for them. And they attended a festival or an event, and they said, I want to live here. And they moved here. And it's been a number of years. I mean, I think Christine, it's over like 30 years that she's been in the community and raised her family here. And it all started with a visit to Fantasy of Lights. And it was just, it's so cool to see that transfer into a lifelong resident.
Absolutely. We know that's the case. The studies prove that's the case. Once they come here, they can see and experience it, envision them living here, going to school here, starting a business here. It translates. It works.
I have a question for you, just because I've had people ask me this. So is there a difference between the Visitors Bureau and Explore Brighton Howell?
It's a good question. So we are Livingston County Convention and Visitors Bureau. We're established by Public Act and a nonprofit, but our doing business as name, our DBA name is Explore Brighton Howell Area. So that's our marketing facing business. We're still a legal entity, LCCVB. Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying. Again,
Yeah.
I've gotten asked that a few times, and I knew the answer. I just wanted to.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, because people will not, people may not know.
It's a nice point of clarity for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Absolutely. So Mary, you chatted a little bit about your CTAs. You said we've got over 400 in our county, and your goal is to have every CTA, every resident in the county be a CTA. Now, I'm a little competitive, maybe just a little bit.
I know where this is going.
Know, like, how do we get there? And if we do, like, where does that rank us?
Well, I could tell you, as far as the state goes, we have in Ann Arbor, Washtenaw County has a program. Flint and Genesee has a program. Lansing area and Grand Rapids had one. They're revamping. Battle Creek area has one. So out of those 4 or 5 destinations in Michigan, we're up there.
We're the rising star.
Yes.
I knew it.
Yeah, we're going to get there and beat them all. No,
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Well, we're here to support you in that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And we will, as far as the country goes, there are numerous programs around the country, at least 60. And we're one of the smallest destinations. So a lot of times larger destinations choose to take on the program, but we did. And with the support from you and those early adopters like Irv at the city and Gretchen at the city of Brighton and Irv City of Howell. But yeah, we were really fortunate to get a lot of buy-in and help with that early on.
Right. I know that I think we were all part of that inaugural class, and it was so much fun. And like Dianne said, it's not, you don't go, it's just amazing. It's so cool what you learn about the county and to do it with really great people. Mm-hmm. But we all became raving fans instantly. So, and
True.
still are. So that's exciting stuff. We love hearing that, and we're going to get there.
We're going to get there. We are on the mission now.
Absolutely.
So and you also mentioned a little bit about strategic planning, and so you've done a huge marketing push, digital age, a lot of growth. What does your outlook look like, and what are some of your goal areas moving forward, and what can you tell us about visitors and projections, maybe statewide, and how that's impacting our county?
Sure.
Sorry,
And
that was
I
a loaded question.
I put my glasses on because I did bring a few notes just to make sure that I don't miss anything.
Okay.
And one of the things that we are launching to is a multi-use data intelligence program. So it sounds very official.
It does.
But what we're doing is we're taking data much more seriously. We are excited to work with Adara. That's a partnership we received through Travel Michigan. It's the largest travel data consortium. It provides metrics like lead time, market origins, business versus leisure travel. We're going to get a lot of data. We're going to be able to share that with our chambers and our community to help us better understand the visitor. So when we're doing a lot of this digital marketing and target marketing, we'll have more data to understand the visitor behavior. So we're very excited about that. We're also going to enlist in a tool called Datify, which is mobile data. It's scary mobile data people talk about for over 1,000 companies to analyze the visitor behavior as well. We're going to get more of where the visitor's coming from, origin-wise. So we're excited about that. And also we're doing a visitor summary, a visitor survey and a resident survey. So we're going to talk to the visitors and find out what they think about tourism in their own community. We're going to talk to the visitor and the resident. So all of this we're going to be able to share, and we're going to be able to use to better define our programs and our campaigns. We're very excited about that. We're also doing a sports tourism strategy. So we've partnered with a organization called DSC Sports to evaluate our current facilities and look at the potential to bring in more sports groups in the future. So we're very excited about that. So we're going all in on data. Digital marketing is always a top performer in what we do, engaging stories and content and having influencers visit the area and sharing that content. is all very exciting, and we're leveraging that partnerships with that as well. But yeah, those are a couple of things that are coming. And on the state is also using data. We just had Kelly Wogamat, VP of Travel Michigan, at our annual partner meeting. And they are also leveraging that to drive more travelers to Michigan. They're Keeping It Fresh campaign for 2025. It'll use a lot of the same components as the previous campaigns, but it's a real fresh take on it.
Awesome. That's super exciting. I think that data can drive a lot of action and strategy. So I look forward to seeing what those outcomes are as they relate to Livingston County and the future of tourism here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be exciting to see. We'll be able to, we know a lot based on some of the Google Analytics and other data metrics that we have, but this is going to take it to the next level. Pretty excited about that.
It is, as you should be. That is very, very exciting. Yeah. So from the standpoint of, and I don't know, I'm going to really put you on the spot here, but the tourism industry statewide and kind of the economic area that we're sitting in as of today, like I just feel like there's a lot of uncertainty still. And what does that landscape look like, or are you guys talking about that within the industry? I mean, I know ESTA was a huge thing. And tipped wages was a huge thing for the hospitality side of it. So it feels like we're through that and on the other side in a positive way,
yes,
which is exciting. So I don't know if you want to share any insights around that and the tipped wages, the impacts, and then kind of the economy today and that landscape and what that looks like for tourism down the road.
Yes. Well, as Kelly expressed at our annual partner meeting, as we have looked at the trends and data, we are concerned that that sort of that that post-COVID honeymoon with travel is kind of gone. That pent-up travel, they called it revenge travel. Right. People were just, I'm going on vacation.
I heard that.
Yeah, revenge travel, just angry for being pent up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so they just spent more and traveled more. So that we're not seeing that anymore. It's starting to level out in the way that we are still seeing, and slower in the corporate sector, of course, still with a lot of remote work. But we started seeing increase in association, in leisure travel, and other segments. But we are concerned with inflation, and Kelly expressed concern on the statewide level with inflation and increased costs. There's still a lot of supply chain costs that have increased, and so our restaurants, our shops, our hospitality providers and hotels are all struggling with that still. Mm-hmm. So it's a challenge. And then, the individual traveler looking for deals. They're looking for deals and discounts in this era, a good value for their money. So that's going to be more and more important if they're going to choose to travel.
Right. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I love the word revenge travel. What's also interesting, and I don't know if there's any data behind this to back this up, but one of the theories I heard recently was even from the standpoint of employers. So employers have been more focused on making sure people are working and have been less lenient to allow them to take time off, or have been more strict around those types of policies. So I don't know if there's anything that you've been hearing to kind of back that up, but that's just something that I heard recently, and I was surprised.
Yeah, I've heard some of that as well, and I'd have to check the data, but I don't doubt that is having an impact. Mm-hmm. And people were able to work remote and sort of do that vacation at the same time, and that we're going to see less of, we believe, as well. So we're going to have to really get creative, I think, and really look at some value add, and hopefully we will see an increase if we can do that.
Well, and I'm thinking just in terms of like Livingston County, how does Livingston County kind of compete for that visitor?
Yeah, Livingston County has a good mix of leisure and business and local business, and we're this meet in the middle location. Mm-hmm. So we have Lansing and Detroit, Ann Arbor, Flint. So it's a nice destination to meet at in the middle, but there is a lot of competition from those destinations to keep things a little bit more local. as well. So we're very competitive on what we offer. So we'll still be able to compete. We're valued extremely well, and we have a great product. So I do believe we'll do very well.
Well, good. I love hearing that. And I'm also going to ask, because you're talking about what a great product we have, what are some really unique highlights you feel from Livingston County has to offer that maybe not all of our listeners are aware of?
Well, a lot of people are surprised when we bring meeting and event planners from around the state here. They're very surprised at the location of the downtowns and accessible to our parks and natural resources. So there's this sort of amazement with them at how you can have this wonderful experience in Brighton or Howell or our other downtowns with destination dining, with a downtown feel that is either historic or more cosmopolitan, and then be in the middle of golfing at we have over 19 public golf courses here in the county and some great golf. We just did a new golf guide. We're very excited about that. It's digital and print, showcasing those. We got some beautiful drone photos of those courses. And people are amazed at what you can do in this county. And one of the beautiful things is that that product is amazing value. You can reasonably priced, and you can have this up north experience without the drive, is like we like to say. So you're on the Majestic, for example, Lake Walden, and you can take a pontoon boat from one hole to the next. That's a pretty rare experience. And then go to a really fine dining restaurant or a brewery and have that experience. So I feel like we have that unique ability to capture the visitor, business or leisure, for both market segments in a really different way that others are not able to compete with.
I would absolutely agree with you, but I'm also going to ask now, what could we do to improve the visitor's experience from your seat? Your perspective.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, visitors just, I think more CTAs. That would improve the visitor experience.
Yep.
We definitely welcoming to all visitors, which we are, and to continue to do that and provide the best level of service that we can compete with, that would be amazing. And just, I think everyone partnering and exploring some new things out of the box would always be great. Leveraging our partnerships and leveraging our marketing would even help us become more competitive in the market.
Awesome. Good. Those are great takeaways. Well, I don't think I have anything else to ask. I mean, this was a really enlightening. I love hearing what's going on with you guys and all of the great work that you're doing. So cool that you have a golf guide. We're going to have to get that, take a peek at that. But Dianne, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, like I said, I think you and your team are doing a fantastic job, and I'm just excited because there's a lot of exciting, just unique and new attractions coming to Livingston County that I think are really going to just bring us to that next level. And it's fun to see the engagement that's going on between, the people that are bringing in those experiences and what we already have here, and just that collaborative spirit. And I think it's just, we're going to get there. We are going to be that. We're not going to be the rising star. We are going to be the star.
That's right. Agree. The CTA star for a reason.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, with that, Mary, do you have any final thoughts or anything you want to add?
No, I just want to thank you for allowing me to provide an update. I really appreciate all that you do in the community, and I hope everyone explores our website and our social pages and
becomes a CTA.
Signs up for a CTA class.
100%.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mary. Thanks, Dianne. And thanks to everybody for tuning in to the Howell Business Beat, and we'll catch you next time.